Welcome back to Tele Vue's virtual NEAF booth. I'm David Nagler, president of Tele Vue Optics, and we're answering questions from our blog readers just as we would at the real NEAF booth. Ray is a, quote, old guy looking for guidance. His words, not mine, folks. Anyway, he says he wants guidance in choosing which of our telescopes would be best to complement his collection of Tele Vue eyepieces because he no longer wants to carry out a 14-inch telescope. And he says he has no illusions about what a small scope can do. If he wants a fantastic image of a globular cluster, he'll just go to the Hubble site and steal one. Ray, to answer your question, I'm going to bring in another old guy, my dad, Al Nagler.
Thank you, David, and glad to meet you, Ray. I brought my favorite telescope personally, which I call my Goldilocks telescope, which I think is something you would really enjoy in place of your 14-inch. This is the Tele Vue 85 600 millimeter focal length. The one I own, this one, happens to be in green. It's green because that's my favorite color and because birders like it. And this was rated by the Cornell Ornithology Lab as the best optics in the world for birding. So if you ever get into that hobby, you got that too. But meanwhile, the field of view of this telescope can cover 9 moon diameters. So that means you have tremendous views of the Milky Way, star cluster, all kinds of areas in deep sky viewing. Further, the range of eyepieces you could use gives you from that 4.5 degree field of view down to high powers. That's great on the planets and the moon and details, double stars, even globular clusters. And because it comes in this nice package where you can put a lot of eyepieces in, very easy to travel with. So that's why, to me, it's a Goldilocks telescope. And lastly, you can even make it into a 10-inch telescope by adding our night vision device, which attaches to the top of many Tele Vue eyepieces and amplifies the brightness to the effectiveness of a 10-inch telescope. But it's night vision. However, it's white phosphor, which means you have a natural black and white view, which is wonderful for a lot of deep sky objects like the North American Nebula, the Veil Nebula, the Orion Nebula, and so on. And plus, you're pretty close to the effective aperture of the 14-inch telescope you just gave up. Thank you.